Hello and welcome to Global Racing Esports Network. I'm your host, Mike Lester, and we're here again for Thursday night Global ARCA Series with the Global Racing League. As we're watching about 2 minutes left of practice. Currently, right now, Mike Hayes in that 99 is your current top time, but everybody knows that top time doesn't mean anything. Oh, as we see Don Blazer getting into that inside wall here in practice. We've been seeing a lot of that during practice, not just Don Blazer, but a lot of these guys. And here we got some kind of similar new names. Mark Royce out here. I think this is his first time out here in the ARCA series with us. And why am I now all of a sudden going to start lagging when I go over to Mark? Let's try to go over to DJ and see if we lag over there. And we're still lagging. I don't understand that. It was just fine about 3 seconds ago. All right, well, practice is ended, and we're going to go into the qualifying. I'll wait for somebody to come out on the. All right, Mark Royce and Don Blazer, first two guys out on the track. We're going to follow the 14 of Don Blazer, just finishing up his warm-up laps now. The Phoenix layout now is a lot different than what I'm used to, so if I mess up the turns, please excuse me, but here we go. He has taken the green flag. Going to start his first lap. Like I said, the makeup for this Phoenix has changed. The track is exactly the same, but the start finish line is now moved, as you see right there, on what used to be the third and fourth turn, or sorry, second and third turn, is now the third and fourth turn, and the first and second turn. Man, it's just crazy trying to think about this track and its new format. It's like a whole new track, but not a whole new track. See, so far, Don Blazer's sixth quickest. You got Stephen Hayes out there. He's put up the top time so far. DJ Honeycutt right behind him. Ooh, you see DJ Honeycutt. Looks like he might have touched that top wall. Regardless of the fact he got loose coming off, even if he didn't touch it, he had to get out of that gas. So that's definitely going to play havoc on that second lap time. Got Mike Hayes out here, the number 99. Looks like to be the old Terry Labonte Cornflakes car, but it's Michael's Lazy Lizards car. Steve Gerber out here, fifth quickest. Got the newcomer Donnie Honeycutt, son of DJ Honeycutt. He's out here making his second start for the ARCA. Got signed by Hypershift Motorsports to race in the trucks. Did a really good job last week in the trucks. We'll see if we can get maybe Donnie Honeycutt up here for an interview. Ask him how he's liking the league so far. Ninth quickest tonight. See who we got up there. We got DJ Honeycutt. So if DJ's listening or Donnie's listening, or somebody who's listening and watching for Donnie, definitely let them know to get him in Discord. Definitely want to talk to him. He's going to be our spotlight driver of the night. All right, that seems to be it for the qualifying. So currently sitting up top, Stephen Hayes. Mike Hayes, who was the quickest in practice. Oh no, Stephen Hayes, I do believe, was the quickest in practice. Mike Hayes might have been second. Got 12 drivers out there tonight. That's gonna make this start. Zach Hollinger just creeping in at the last moment. He's gonna qualify 9th. Always good to see Zach Hollinger out there. Definitely want to give a big shout out to him. He's one of the guys who works in the hospital. Not too sure what he does, but anybody who knows working in the hospital these days is considered a frontline job. So definitely a big shout out to Zach Hollinger. Alright, so we're just waiting around for the timer to click 0 and we will get underway. If anybody knows Chuck or can hear us and can talk to Chuck, tell him that Lester said he can go ahead and advance the session if he wants. All right, there we go. Somebody heard us, and we went ahead and advanced the settings. No, actually, I think they just went through the whole 5 minutes. But it's all right. So here we go, guys. Let's bring up the running order or the qualifying order, and we'll bring up the grid here. Stephen Hayes is going to be your pole setter. DJ Honeycutt is going to be in second. Daniel Ott's third. Mike Hayes fourth. Steve Gerber fifth. Mark Royce 6th, Don Blazer 7th, 8th is going to go to Donnie Honeycutt, 10th, 9th is Zach Hollinger, 10th is Marshall Johnson, 11th is Chuck Cobb, and 12th is Joshua Ramos. All right, that is going to be your lineup for tonight, and these guys are going to go green here shortly. They got 1 more minute of grid time. That's a nice picture of all them cars sitting down there on pit road. As we see Stephen Hayes leading them out of pit road. I'm going to get them onto the track. Going to have 1 lap of pace lap, and then we're going to go green flag racing. And you see that Donnie Honeycutt has made the trip to Discord, so we will get with him under the first caution. Hopefully he's not the caution, but pace car is down. Stephen Hayes is going to take us to the green flag. And it's a very long way to the start-finish line. Y'all know the pit road enters.
Be ready, green flag.
Green flag is out. Stephen Hayes takes to the start-finish line going into turns 1. Everybody spread out there going through that dog leg. A lot of those guys like to run that dog leg as some extra grip down there. But everybody's doing a fine job of keeping off of each other this first lap, as DJ Honeycutt trying to look at the inside of Stephen Hayes, the 29 new guy, one of the new guys, Daniel Ott, in that 29, he's sitting in third. Mike Hayes 4th. So we got a lot of family members out here racing together. We got Stephen Hayes and Michael Hayes, the Hayes brothers there, and you got Donnie Honeycutt and DJ Honeycutt, father-son duo. So always like to see family out there. Back here we're looking at Mike Hayes. Right behind him is newcomer Mark Royce. And that number 6 car. I don't know how I feel about him having the number 6, but that's fine. That's fine. as he's looking on the low side of Mike Hayes. He's gonna complete that pass on the 99. Now taking over the fourth place. Steve Gerber right behind us, along with Don Blazer, trying to see if he can do the same thing. Ooh, it looks like I thought Mike Hayes was about to lose it there for a second, but he keeps control of his car, and everybody is a-okay. Back up front, Stephen Hayes, DJ Honeycutt. Back in 8th place, Zach Hollinger, Chuck Cobb. Our spotlight driver of the night, Donnie Honeycutt, sitting there in 10th place, falling back 2 spots from the start. Now these guys have not had a lot of practice here in Phoenix. This is not the normal track that we would have gone to following the iRacing schedule, but the iRacing schedule was at Hickory this week, and it was one of those races that I didn't feel like anybody needed to buy the track, so we just went to a track that everybody owned, and here we are at Phoenix. Stephen Hayes enlarging that lead, almost a second in front of DJ Honeycutt. Now a second and a half, more than a second and a half ahead of 3rd place Mark Royce. Mark Royce now being shown as in third place, so he's definitely got that number 6 moving. Daniel Ott in 29, he's gotten around Mike Hayes. Mike Hayes is falling back to 5th. Eight laps gone by, all green flag race. And up front, Stephen Hayes, DJ Honeycutt, 1st, 2nd, Mark Royce is 3rd. So my SDK is messing with me hard. Keeps telling me Steve Gerber and Don Blazer have pitted, but they have not. They're going down there and touching that apron, fooling my SDK, making me think that they've gone into the pits. As you see the 20 of Zach Hollinger in the Wonder Bread car. Don Blazer making a pass on Steve Gerber. Don Blazer now being showed in the 6th place. Steve Gerber falling 2 spots to 7. Chuck Cobb up 2 spots to number 9. Stephen Hayes just walking away from the rest of this field. Daniel Ott making passing Mark Royce along. Mike Hayes coming through with him as well as Don Blazer. Mark Royce was charging up the field moments ago and is now falling back to the 6th position. Now make that 7th. No, it continues to be in 6th. But Steve Gerber now coming up to try to challenge him. Ooh, Don getting a little squirrely there, but is able to hold on to it and keep going. So now Mike Hayes up here. Mike Hayes battling with the 29 of Daniel Ott. Stephen Hayes now 2.3 second over DJ Honeycutt. And right behind DJ Honeycutt is a swarm of drivers wanting to get some positions from him. You got Daniel Ott and Michael Hayes right there. Oh, you see Mike Hayes getting really low on that apron to pass Daniel Ott and is able to pass him for the moment. But here's Daniel Ott trying to look on the high side. Michael Hayes is able to get around him, but Daniel Ott not giving up, staying right there. Well, Mike Hayes now in 3rd place. Right here is where the racing action is going, because the guy is up in lead. He's got up and left. He's in his own time zone right here. Back here, DJ still feeling the pressure of that 99 and the 29 of Daniel Ott and Mike Hayes. Daniel Ott now being under fire from Don Blazer for that 4th spot. Mark Royce still back there in 6th place with Steve Gerber right behind him now. Don Blazer. Ooh, okay. Oh, yeah, that was by design. I thought Don Blazer was about to take a hard left. Ooh, Steve Gerber gets around Mark Royce. But Mark Royce coming back. Oh, try to come back down, but Steve Gerber is able to make the pass on him. Don Blazer still trying to make the pass on Daniel Ott. Was unable to do it. Now Steve Gerber going really low on the apron, trying to get around Don Blazer. And these guys are racing like it matters. Oh, Don Blazer. Oh, they make contact. No, they keep it straight. No yellow, but Don Blazer and Steve Gerber made contact. We almost got to see our first yellow, but no. These guys are able to hang on to their cars and get it back straight. Back up front, Stephen Hayes, almost a 3-second lead over DJ Honeycutt. DJ Honeycutt now feeling the pressure from 99, Mike Hayes. These are the two guys that are battling pretty hard in the point standings so far. And I'm gonna bring the point standings up real quick. Y'all might see it as soon as I pull it up. But there's a 16, I believe there's a 16-point difference between Mike Hayes and Stephen Hayes, or sorry, Mike Hayes and DJ Honeycutt. Yeah, that's exactly right. There's 16 points, so this battle for the lead, this is the third to the last race. We only have 3 more races till they crown a champion. So right now, DJ Honeycutt, 16 points behind him. Steve Gerber is another 74 points behind Michael Hayes. So it's the first and second spot is still in contention. All right. Oh, I do apologize for that. Trying to cross over and do this and do that. I want to welcome everybody out there in YouTube world. Appreciate you joining us tonight. Let us know who you think's going to win this race, who you got your money on, who's your favorite driver. You want to give a shout out? Put it down there. We'll let them know. I hear Mark Royce now back in the 7th position. Steve Gerber, after that little scare with Don Blazer, settled in on that 6th position. Now these guys can go I believe 70 laps on a tank of fuel here at Phoenix. These guys got 100 laps, so pitting it's got to happen for fuel. But I know these guys about around 45, they're going to be screaming for tires. Do want to give a big shout out to Global Racing League in entirety. These guys come in every Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays and put on an awesome show for you guys. So definitely want to give a big shout out to all the drivers out there tonight and all the drivers in Global. This league would not be as good as it is without all you guys. So I do appreciate all y'all. Marshall Johnson is in pit road. Let's see. Yeah, he's been in pit for a very long time, so I don't think his car is handling the way he wanted it to. So far, there's still 10 drivers on the lead lap. Donnie Honeycutt, our spotlight driver of the night. I haven't had an opportunity to talk to him yet, but he's back here in 10th spot, and not a lot of practice on this track for a lot of these guys, so they're just doing the best they can. Stephen Hayes obviously has done the best he can. He's gotten worked out a 3.2 second lead over DJ Honeycutt, who continues to get harassed by that 99 of Mike Hayes. It's getting so bad he's going to have to start filing a lawsuit against him for harassment. And Mark Royce, he's coming down pit road. Marshall Johnson still in pit road, so I think uh, either he hit something and we just didn't see, or he just didn't like the way the car felt and decided to come into the pits and call it a day. All right, we got some battling going on back here now between DJ Honeycutt and Michael Hayes. Continue to fight for that second place, as we see Michael Hayes finally making the pass, but here comes DJ Honeycutt with a crossover trying to get that second spot back. And if y'all could see the interaction that these two guys have on Discord, I mean, it would explain this little battle they have happening between each other, because they have a good working cynical relationship that is quite humorous sometimes. But 99 is able to make the pass on DJ Honeycutt, now taking over this second place. But Stephen Hayes, the younger brother of Michael Hayes, he's up here in first with a 4-second lead. But now that Mike Hayes has passed DJ Honeycutt, he has put a little bit of a notch into that lead of Mike Hayes, down to 3.9. Everybody's looks like they are kind of lined up right now. You got Daniel Ott sitting there in fourth, Steve Gerber fifth, Don Blazer, he's sitting in sixth place right now. Gave up the position to Steve Gerber there. Chuck Cobb, biggest mover of the race so far, up the seventh spot. Zach Hollinger, one of the late entries. He's come in 8th. Donnie Honeycutt sitting in 9th. And Mark Royce back on the track in 10th. We're watching Stephen Hayes.
Spin. Caution.
Caution is out. Zach
You doing there, bud?
Hollinger is involved in a crash back there. I think he might have been trying.
Why did you stop on the front stretch there, the back stretch?
Okay, let's see what will happen to Zach Hollinger. Oh, big hit. Just loses control and hits that inside wall. And Zach Hollinger's day is done. He takes it behind the wall and into the garage. So, hated to see for Zach. Zach, so it comes out here. He's got one of those jobs that is very demanding of him. And again, big shout out to him. Appreciate him coming down. But this makes everything a little bit more interesting now. We got Stephen Hayes' lead of 4 seconds is now gone. And while we have a moment here, let's go ahead and bring up our... let's bring up Donnie Honeycutt, father of DJ Honeycutt, one of the newest members of Global Racing League over here in the ARCA Series, as well as over there in the Truck Series. You can see Donnie Honeycutt and the rest of these guys race Sunday at 12:30. But for right now, we're going to talk to Donnie Honeycutt. Donnie, man, you got a copy? This is Mike Lester in the booth.
Yeah, I got you, Mike.
Donnie, man, you are one of our newest guys here. We know you got a connection. You've been watching us for ever since DJ has come into the league, and I've got to tell you how much we love your son. He's a good member of this family that we have going on here, man. But man, we wanted to officially welcome you to Global Racing League, and want to know, are you having as much fun as your son is?
Oh yeah, I'm having a ball, but he's probably having a little bit more fun than I am because he's up front and I'm at the back.
Yeah, that's definitely where he's at most of these races. They always have this little saying that it doesn't matter what we do, DJ's still going to win.
Yeah, that's what I keep. Yeah, that's what I hear as well. So yeah, I don't think you have to worry about saying that about me right now.
Oh well, I mean, give it time. Like I said, nobody's good at iRacing when they first get onto it, but man. But we're definitely glad that you came aboard, and you're the first father-son duo Global's had. So definitely glad to have you aboard. Always like to have family members be a part of Global as well.
All right, Michael, man, I appreciate it. Maybe one day we'll get us a 1-2 finish.
Oh, that's what we like to see. All right, before we let you go, you want to give a shout out to anybody?
Sure. I'll give a shout out to my wife for letting me doing this. DJ, if it weren't for DJ, I wouldn't be doing this at all. But my brother Dwayne, I got brother-in-law Ben, Stephanie, a few others out there that watches me and DJ. So I'm sure I'm missing some, but they'll be all right.
Yeah, we'll get them next time.
All right, I appreciate it.
All right, that's Donnie Honeycutt, man, the newest member of Global Racing League, father of DJ Honeycutt. Always glad to see both of these guys in the league and enjoy watching them race on Thursdays and Sundays. But we're fixing to go back to Green Flag Racing with Stephen Hayes on that inside, Michael or DJ Honeycutt on the outside. Mike Hayes right there behind him, losing a position in the pits. And again, we got this long, once the pit road or pace car gets down pit road, it's like a stretch and a half to get to the start finish line. And there you go, green flag.
Green.
There, green flag. Stephen Hayes, big jump. Mike Hayes coming around DJ Honeycutt as well. Mike Hayes had the long distance vehicle that first run. Marshall Johnson finally leaving the pit roads, it says, but Mark Royce entering pit roads. So these guys can go the rest of the way on this tank of fuel. All of them should have at least one more set of tires in the pits. It's just like the first time Stephen Hayes starts pulling away from the rest of this field. He definitely has the early speed when it comes to these cars. These cars are all set up the same way. The only thing you can change in these cars is the steering ratio, the brake offs. Oh, DJ gets into the wall back there in third place. I don't see a lot of damage on that right side. It doesn't seem like it slowed him down very much, but he did get into that outside wall there. Daniel Ott sitting there in fourth place with Steve Gerber and Don Blazer having a really good night. You just see these guys going all around this track when it comes to that dog leg there. Back here, the battle heating up for the fourth place. Daniel Ott has it. Steve Gerber wants it. Steve Gerber's going to try to take it. Ooh. Oh, almost. Steve Gerber almost got connected with another member, or another racer out there. Everybody was able to keep off of each other and keep going forward. Got Don Blazer watching this battle with a front row view. Right behind them, Chuck Cobb and that 81 White Buffalo. I know for a fact that White Buffalo Healing Gardens is his dad's business out there in outside of Detroit. So if you're out in Detroit and you got the little card saying it gives you permission to smoke pot, you go talk to the 81. Up front, Stephen Hayes, Mike Hayes, DJ Honeycutt. All within 1 second of each other. $54 of 100 laps in the books. One caution for Zach Hollinger. So we'll take this opportunity. We're going to do a little bit of crank it up segment and let's see how you guys have some fun with this. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight at Global Racing Esports Network. I'm your host, Mike Lester. We're here with Global Racing League ARCA Series. One caution for 58 laps that we've seen tonight. Stephen Hayes leading every lap. Mike Hayes sitting in second. DJ Honeycutt third. Oh, something's happened. Oh, Chuck's gotten gotten into some damage, or not gotten some damage. Gotten into some. Well, I guess you can say he got into some damage because his car is sitting flat on pit road. Let's check in with the infield care center. See if we're gonna have old Chuck Cobb explain the looks of his car right now. Chuck Cobb, Mike Lester in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah.
So we're just looking at your car, and it seems like it's sitting a little bit low on that side. Oh,
Yeah,
Man, tell me what you got.
I just lost it and came back, destroyed the wall.
okay. Well, we were under caution yet again. I don't see what it's for. It doesn't tell me what it's for, but it looks like somebody is. Let me see. I cannot find anything that tells me what the yellow flag was for. Let me see. It doesn't show me anybody besides you going into the pits. Mark Royce is a little slow. Let's see what happened if Mark Royce was involved in that. So you were saying?
Oh, I just lost it. That was it.
Okay. That was it. Just lost a
Yeah,
lot of damage
that's
on that
it.
right side.
Oh yeah, about 8 minutes worth.
Oof. Never like to hear that, but all right, man. Well, we appreciate you coming down and explaining that to us. All of a sudden, we seen that you were in the pit road there. You were doing really good up until that point. You were our biggest mover at one time, up 4 positions from the start. So you had to figure out something real quick.
Yeah, it was just starting to get fun, and then I blew it. So
Ain't that the truth, man? It's like you get to a track, you don't like it, you're like, I can't stand it, and all of a sudden, halfway through it, you start to figure it out. It's like, okay, this is starting to get fun, and then bam, a wall comes up and smacks you. As soon as you start having fun.
yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah. But man, hey, there's always next week. We're gonna be going to I can't remember where we're going to next week, but it's somewhere. Anyways. All right.
Alrighty.
Well, thank you for coming up and talking to us, and we'll talk to you again on. Are you racing Sunday?
I don't know yet if I'm gonna be home or not, but yeah, more than
Okay.
probably.
All right. Well, if we don't talk to you Sunday, we're definitely going to talk to you on Saturday night here at the Xfinity. How are you liking your car for Texas?
It's not bad. We'll see. I don't really like Texas.
Yeah, I don't like Texas either. I'm not a big fan of it. But hey, before I let you go, you want to give a shout out to anybody since you won't be in the top 3?
No, I'm good. I mean, just all the guys racing tonight. You for the broadcast. That's about it.
Yeah, we appreciate it, Chuck. Thanks for being the butt of my jokes.
All right, man.
All right, man. That's Chuck Cobb, number 81, owner of. I know I have all these team names in my head. They look like that. Blazing Fools Racing over there in Xfinity. You'll see Chuck Cobb Saturday night in Global Racing League Xfinity Series right here at Global Racing Esports Network. All right, so I did not find what that caution was for. Let me see. As we see Marshall Johnson back on the track, he's going to get a wave around here. He's back in 10th spot. Let's see. I don't see any cars out there that's damaged enough to have brought out a caution. Look at our spotlight driver of the night, Donnie Honeycutt, now sitting in 6th place, reaping some benefits. Now Mike Hayes, must have took over for in the pits, got a good pit stop, and is taking over the lead. Going to lead us back down to the start-finish line for yet our only second restart of the race.
Green.
Okay. Oh, that Stephen Hayes might have gotten a black flag. Passing the leader. We'll see here in a second. Doesn't look like he's coming in. Now we get to see how Stephen Hayes' car likes that dirty air. He was doing really well out front, but now he's got a battle side by side with these guys. Ooh, as you see his car get a little loose coming off that turn there. DJ Honeycutt fighting with him on that outside, not going to allow him to get the run off that he needs on that exit to make the pass easily. Looks like Stephen Hayes is, nope, DJ Honeycutt still fighting back on that outside. Sooner or later, Stephen Hayes is going to complete this pass, but DJ Honeycutt is making it. Oh, Stephen Hayes getting loose big time coming off of turn 4. All that work Stephen Hayes just did to try to make that pass on DJ Honeycutt just went out the window. Now he's got to gather it all back in and start all over. Right there, number 9, up the 7th spot, being passed by Don Blazer. Don Blazer now setting his sights on Daniel Ott. Steve Gerber right there in 4th place. DJ Honeycutt and Stephen Hayes still battling. DJ getting back around Stephen. And Mike Hayes is enjoying it immensely. He wants to keep Stephen back there. Stephen had that early run, fast speed. Now Steve Gerber trying to get up in the mix there. Like Stephen. I do apologize for the technical difficulties, but I am back. We didn't miss anything here. Stephen Hayes and DJ Honeycutt battling for that 2nd place. Mike Hayes continuing to lead. He's got a half a second lead over DJ Honeycutt. Now in that 2nd position. 24 laps to go. Mike Hayes, the new leader, after those round of pit stops on that last caution. Stephen Hayes was leading most of this race, found himself in third place at that restart, and does not like being in that dirty air because he has not been able to get around DJ Honeycutt. Now being under fire from Steve Gerber, in jeopardy of losing that third spot. Got Daniel Otten at number 29. He's sitting in 5th place, sitting in a good seat. Some of these guys have came in kind of late in the season and have no chance of winning the championship, but yet they're out here racing and having a good time. You want to be one of these guys who are having a good time on a Thursday night and you want to drive an ARCA car, man, hit us up with some of our recruitment races that we have. We hold them a couple every week, try to get these more drivers in this ARCA series, which leads to our truck series, which leads to our Xfinity series. This is a developmental series that everybody's welcome into the ARCA series. But we got some battling going on again up here now. Stephen Hayes and Steve Gerber, the battle of the Steves. Mike Hayes continuing to have a nice sizable lead over DJ Honeycutt, almost a second now. But the biggest battling right now is between Stephen Hayes and Steve Gerber for that 3rd and 4th spot. Back here, Donnie Honeycutt racing all by himself. And Don Blazers trying to hunt down Daniel Ott, try to get in that top 5. Looks like Stephen Hayes now able to get away from Steve Gerber. Now he set his sights on the 15 of DJ Honeycutt. Looks like the 8's car is coming up a little live. DJ looks like he's up there rim riding. Eight slides right back into behind the 15. Now Steve Gerber challenging the 8 again. 8 up there challenging the 15. And all the while, Mike Hayes just walking away. Stephen Hayes trying his best to get around the 15 of DJ Honeycutt. Almost touching coming out of turns 4. Ooh, DJ sliding right up in front, but here comes Steven sliding in front of DJ. DJ coming back with a crossover. Looks like Stephen Hayes is going to be able to make the pass stick, though. And that was for 2nd place. DJ now have to worry about that 3rd place and losing that 3rd place to Steve Gerber, who's right there. Challenged his backside. There's Steve Gerber underneath the 15 of DJ Honeycutt. DJ trying to fight back on that outside. Riding that low side is fine, but Steve's gonna have to worry about the car getting loose down there and kicking out, the back kicking out. You've seen it all night with the guys that are running that low side. It gets loose down there. Ooh, Gerb sliding up, same as Stephen Hayes did. So we got a three-way, or sorry, top threes: Mike Hayes, Stephen Hayes, Steve Gerber, with 11 laps to go. Mike Hayes off to a 2-second lead over his little brother Stephen Hayes. Steve Gerber sitting in third, pulling away from DJ Honeycutt now in fourth. Daniel Ott and Don Blazer now battling for that fifth spot. Some good racing going on from these guys all around the track. Excuse me, pardon me, didn't mean that. Sorry, I was eating pizza before the broadcast, so ooh. Don getting a little high there, pushing the 29 up. Ten laps to go. Mike Hayes continuing to lead, but the battle right now is for that fifth spot between Don Blazer and Daniel Ott. Daniel Ott seems to have got the advantage for now, but Don Blazer is still right there. Anything can happen. With 9 laps to go, Stephen Hayes sitting there in second place. Is there a chance he can get his brother? Is a caution going to come out to help him out? In about 8 laps, 9 laps, all the questions will be answered. Back here, we're watching Steve Gerber. He's pretty much got that third place locked up. Continuing to move away from DJ Honeycutt in that fourth position. Daniel Ott and Don Blazer continuing to be the battle on the track at the moment. Mike Hayes with a 2.5-second lead over Stephen Hayes, who's now going to be under fire from Steve Gerber. Steve Gerber said, he's like, I'm in the top 3, but I want more. I want that runner-up position if I can get it. Steve Gerber with a big run coming across the start-finish line, going down on that apron. The battle from Daniel Ott and Don Blazer seemed to have cooled down a little bit, but Don Blazer is still right there in striking distance. Now Daniel Ott catching up to the back of 15 of DJ Honeycutt. And they're going to try to take the fourth position away from DJ. Ooh, looks like Don gets a little loose coming off the turn. Loses some valuable time. That's 3 laps to go. Can't afford to lose any time to any of these drivers. Back here now, the battle for second starting to heat up once again. Steve Gerber attacking the 8 of Stephen Hayes. Two laps to go. Mike Hayes is all but has pulled the checkered flag. He's about to take the white flag, takes the white flag. No, nothing can stop this race now. If Mike Hayes can keep all 4 tires on the track going in the right direction, he is going to be our winner tonight. Looks like checkered flag. Mike Hayes is going to be the big winner. Stephen Hayes, Steve Gerber, DJ Honeycutt's going to hold 14th, but Don Blazer crashing coming to the start-finish line. Let's see what happened here. Looks like Don Blazer was able to make the pass on Daniel. Oh, looks like Daniel Ott just comes up and tries to make a last-minute ditch effort, but gets up into the back of the 14. 14 is able to hold on to the position. Everybody's doing burnouts. Everybody's having some fun. Look at that. That's family right there, guys. That is family. Everybody out there doing some burnouts. Celebrating with Mike Hayes. Look at that. I love seeing that. That's awesome. Here we go. All right, so we're going to start bringing up some guys out here. Before we do that, we're going to tell you the results here as we watch Mike Hayes continue to do some burnouts. Mike Hayes, a big winner tonight. First and second is going to go to some Lazy Lizards. Mike Hayes, Stephen Hayes is going to be second. Steve Gerber third. Fourth is going to DJ Honeycutt. Fifth, Don Blazer. Sixth is Daniel Ott. 7, Donnie Honeycutt. Mark Royce is 8th. Marshall Johnson 9th. Chuck Cobb's going to finish 10th. 11th is going to go to Zach Hollinger. And 12th is Joshua Ramos, even though he did not start the race. All right, so we're going to start bringing up some of these guys here. We're going to bring up our third place winner, or third place finisher tonight. It's always great to bring him up here and talk to him. And Steve Gerber, Mike Lesh in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, I got you. How are you?
Man, the first thing everybody wants to know, what is going on down there? Is this like a community burnout party going on down there? Is everybody getting involved in there?
Was not involved. I just got off the track before I got wrecked by somebody.
Man, some great racing going on. Man, you pulled it off at the end. I thought you were going to get to second place away from Stephen Hayes. You were having some good battling up there. You just wasn't able to finish those passes, man. How hard was it to pass on that inside?
Oh, brutal, especially if somebody kind of pinches you down a little bit. And yeah, it's really hard to pass. You got to be able to get good runs. And yeah.
Yeah, we were noticing on a couple of drivers running that low side gets you awfully loose. Was that the case down there? If you got too loose coming around the track?
1 and 2, if you're too low, you just slide up the track. So you need room. If you've got somebody on the outside, then you really have to let up even more. So yeah, it's just hard. Your best chances. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to pass. I don't know. Sometimes I think I'm okay here, and then sometimes I think I'm just junk here. So it's one of those. It's just one of those tracks.
Exactly. It's one of those tracks that it's just so temperamental and bipolar that you don't know what you're going to get when you come to this track.
Yeah, I'll have a couple good laps and then I'll just blow a corner and you lose everything you gained on somebody. So yeah.
Well, you kind of just moved up to the top kind of quietly tonight. You started in the middle of the pack and you just kind of ran there and ran there and ran there. Then at the end, you just surged to the front. Thought you might have had a chance to get around Stephen Hayes, but you know, getting to the back end is easy. It's getting around him is the hard thing.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it wasn't all uneventful. I did get into Daniel Ott pretty good there on the entering turn 1 there, which is I don't know. Honestly, I didn't think he was going to let up. I honestly didn't think he was going to let up that early, and then I
thought you got in contact with Don.
No, that was Daniel Ott. Oh, earlier I did with Don, but we just barely brushed and didn't hurt really either one of our cars. But then I got into Daniel, and that was that other caution. That was that caution that came out, so I felt kind of bad there. But then I knew I had to stay in front of him, so I think it made me run harder the rest of the race. So just to stay out in front of him because I knew he was going to wreck me if he got to me. So, which I honestly don't blame him. Most of us just come here on Thursdays to have fun, but I don't want to wreck somebody anyways, even if we're just having fun. But me and Don laughed it off, because we're just talking to each other the whole time. But Daniel wasn't in our Discord, so I didn't even have a chance to talk to him or anything. But he'll get, he's a newer guy. He'll be fine. We'll make up.
Yeah, there you go. All right, man. Well, before we go, man, the world wants to know, how was Ryder tonight?
Dude, he is out cold. Not helping at all.
Oh my God! Well, no shout out to Ryder tonight, Dan. But besides Ryder, you want to give anybody else a shout out?
Nah, not really. Just shout out to the guys that came out and ran tonight. That we were going to have kind of a low turnout. We ended up having not a bad race, so I'm glad everybody came out and put on a show. It was kind of fun. So.
All right, well, congratulations on your 3rd place finish, man. Look forward to seeing you next week.
All right, thanks.
All right, Steve Gerber, your 3rd place finisher tonight. Coming in second, he led most of the race. Fell behind the 3rd place in the after the pit stops. Ended up finishing second. Stephen Hayes, Mike Luster. Mike Luster in the booth. You got a copy?
Got a copy. Hear you loud and clear. How's it going?
All right, man. It's going good, man. You put on a really good race for the first 70 laps. You were out front in like 4 seconds in front of everybody.
Yeah, I think 4 seconds.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, 4 seconds ahead. Only wish we could keep going on longer before that caution came out, but I just had a super fast car tonight. I mean, Michael, DJ, Steve Gerber, they all had fast cars too, but yeah. So that first caution came out, that changed up a whole lot. Michael went in for 2 tires, which I thought that's a terrible choice, but you see how that turned out. Me and DJ took 2 things. The rest of everybody else took. I mean, me and DJ took 4. Everybody else took 4. I don't know what happened on the restart. You probably saw that. It was kind of wonky, but nonetheless.
Yeah. I thought you were about to get a black flag.
Yeah. We kept saying go on the Geico. There's like 3 Geico signs in turn 4. I mean, yeah. But anyways, me and DJ, we were just battling out every single lap on that last green flag run. We just wore our tires out way too much pushing. So I fell behind, saved a little bit, came back a couple laps later, past DJ, and then Steve Gerber came up past DJ. So
yeah, it was a good battling out there. We definitely noticed that your car was fast out front, but once you got behind somebody or once you got into a pack of cars, when you had to do the passing, your car just wasn't as strong to make those passes on that side.
Yeah, Phoenix is a tough track to pass on, but if you can set it up, you can get it. It was just hard to set it up with, DJ. I mean, he's like the Ryan Newman out there, just hard as hell to pass.
He is good. He had a good finish tonight. Ended up finishing 4th, but
yep.
Man, so We only got 2 more races left to the championship. It's basically right now it's basically a battle between your brother Mike Hayes and DJ
DJ.
Honeycutt. So these three spots is definitely going to help Mike Hayes out
Right.
there. But
Yeah.
looking to Saturday, your next race with us is going to be at Texas. How are you liking
Texas.
your chances?
You know, Texas home track, gotta love it. But Texas is a tough track, man. That's a tough track. You know, I always say it. You know, I'm okay. I can get better, but yeah, this track is just really tough. I haven't really got the layout of it right. I can't really save much on it. It's just a tough track. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll get a top 10, top 5, maybe.
There we go. All right, man. But before we send you down to the general to celebrate with your buddies there, who you want to give a shout out tonight to?
Top 3 guys. Michael, me, Steve Gerber, and the rest of the field out there racing today. They raced all really well. The new guys joining the league. Always glad to have you guys come in. Hypershift Motorsports of Truck. Can't wait to race Sunday. That's gonna be fun. Lazy Lizard, great team, amazing owner, by the way.
Okay. All
And
right.
yeah, that's about it. Global Racing Esports Network, Michael Lester in the booth.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate all the good words you say, man. We look forward to seeing you on Saturday. Look forward to racing against you on Sunday, man. Have a good night, brother.
You too.
All right, that is Mr. Stephen Hayes, our runner-up tonight. But tonight, now it's on to the man who is able. He's able to knock his brother off of that lead, didn't give it back. It's like when you were young and you stole your little brother's toy and you like held it over his head, saying, "Ah, I got it now," but you never gave it back. Stephen Hayes, or sorry, Mike Hayes, Mike Lester in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, great race tonight, man. You had the long distance car out there. I noticed in that first run that you were catching Stephen Hayes before that first caution came out, man. Man, what a great race you guys put on tonight, man. And I mean, the finish, all you guys doing burnouts at the start finish line, that was pretty awesome too, man. Man, how are you feeling right now?
Yeah, that was a pretty fun race. Yeah, the first run, the long green flag run, I don't know, it was like 40, 50 laps, something like that. I was trying to save tires, but when I saved tires, I ended up losing a couple positions. And this track is really hard to pass on, so it took me a long time to pass those guys to get back up to where I was. And it took me, I don't know, 30 laps, it seemed like, to get around DJ there. But then once I got into second, then I could catch... Hard to catch Steve, but he was still fast up there. I think he was saving too.
Well, you wasn't catching him by much, but you definitely were catching him once you got around DJ and was able to get some clean air on your nose. It
seemed like I would cut the dog leg and he wasn't. That's where I would catch all the time. Seemed like there on that first run.
I do know that you're going like about a tenth, maybe 2/10 faster than he was. Your lap times were showing that you were doing 2/10 faster than he was on that later run. But again, that could be the dog leg, that he was doing the dog leg and you wasn't. But I think everybody was pretty much doing the dog leg. But anyways, other than that, man, you were able to get what I've heard was you took 2 tires on a pit stop when everybody else took 4. And that was the smart choice to do, I guess, at the time, because here you are, the winner of tonight's race.
Yeah, I did the honeycut strategy, reverse Uno.
Reverse Uno, huh?
Yeah, no, it worked out. I was surprised it held up pretty good. My left sides were only like 99%, 98%. So I mean, I felt like it couldn't hurt if I could get the lead. Then, got nothing to lose really. I mean, got the lead. Worst thing that could happen is you fall back. I mean,
yeah,
I don't know.
exactly.
Risk versus reward, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. Your risk definitely paid off tonight. We got a Lazy Lizard 1-2 finish out here tonight. So, man, I know you're happy about making the win, man. But Saturday night we're going to Texas, man. How are you liking your chances over there?
Yeah, I think I'm doing better. I gotta make a few more changes to my car. I haven't got it quite to where I like it yet, but it's getting there. I think I'll be pretty good by Saturday, hopefully.
There you go.
Got my fingers crossed.
Well, we look forward to talking to you on Saturday, and hopefully you get back up here and talk to me at the end of the race like you did tonight, man. But, man, before we let you go celebrate with your team there, who you want to give a shout-out to tonight?
Yeah, shout out to Global for having the race tonight. The ARCA cars are always a blast. Whether it's a win or not, I mean, they're always fun to drive. Shout out to all the guys racing. It was most of it was a pretty clean race. I heard a couple guys got into it at some point in the race, but pretty clean race. Shout out to you for broadcasting it. Always fun to rewatch these sometimes.
All right. Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Congratulations on your win. You've kind of shortened the lead that DJ Honeycutt has in the championship points, and we only got 2 races left, and I know the battle between you two guys will definitely heat up in these next 2 races for the championship.
Yeah. Keep running strong, keep trying.
All right, man. Well, congratulations once again. We're going to send you back down to General, man, and look forward to seeing you on Saturday.
All right. Thank you, Michael.
All right, that's Michael Hayes, our race winner tonight. I mean, ain't much to say, ladies and gentlemen. This race we only had 3 cautions, not too bad for Phoenix. Had a good turnout, 12 drivers looking for more. If you're interested in driving for Global Racing, man, come check us out. Come talk to us in our recruitment races. We're happy to have you. As long as you have a good attitude and you're a decent driver, we'll put you in this ARCA and give you a chance. But for Global Racing League and Global Racing Esports Network, I'm Mike Lester. Good night.